and salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha. Today is a little bit more of a chill video where I talk about some books that I've read recently. I'm also going to be talking about some exciting videos that I have planned for my channel. All the things. It's a more casual video. Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Gosh, guys, I took a long break. I have not filmed or posted anything in like a month. Isn't that crazy? So if you guys are new to my channel, I posted Vlogmas videos and I was like very consistent. I think I went all the way to like day 29 with posting a video every single day, and I was very, very proud of myself. But after Christmas and like the beginning of New Year's, my family and we all got really, really sick. So we all unfortunately did get coronavirus. It kind of started with my dad, and then my mom got it, and then the kids got it, and then I got it, and then my sister got it. It was just like one after the other. And today, you're not seeing this video until February because I'm pre-filming, but today is January 17th and we are still at home quarantined. It is the 17th and this is like the first day that nobody in the house is sick right now. So yeah, it knocked us out for quite a while and I just did not film. I didn't feel good. I was taking care of my family a lot during that time because in the beginning, I wasn't really sick. So I was, bringing them food and giving them medicine. And then I got sick and I got really sick. I was so tired. Like literally all I did was sleep. I barely even read a book. Like I just slept and rested. Really is no point in me saying that. I'm kind of just giving you guys life updates. This is kind of an announcement video. I'm going to be announcing some videos that I have planned for my channel, but I'm also going to be talking about recent reads. So if you don't like chatty videos, I'm sorry. Let me just give the announcement video really quick so you guys don't have to be here for the chatty portion. If you guys didn't know, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's just around the corner, and it is my favorite holiday ever. Literally my favorite holiday. I like it more than Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, my birthday. Well, my birthday's not a holiday, but anyways, I love Valentine's Day. I can't explain it. I just love. And even like as a little kid, my family always taught me that Valentine's Day wasn't necessarily only a romantic holiday. It could really just be a time to show your friends and family that you love them, but also love yourself and just do nice things for yourself. And I don't know, I just love Valentine's Day. I love the red and pink decorations. I love the candy. So last year I did a series of videos where I posted back-to-back videos leading up to Valentine's Day, starting on February 1st, ending on February 14th. And that's what we're gonna do this year as well. So you guys will be getting back-to-back videos for 2 weeks, and I do have a theme for these videos. So the first week is going to be Trope Week. Yes, okay, it's coming back. I really do love doing Trope Week on my channel. It's basically a series on my channel where I take one specific romance book trope and I give you specific book recommendations on it. And I think that idea actually started last year on Valentine's Day, so it's fun to bring it back. I've done this series quite a bit on my channel though. I have a whole playlist I will link down below. 20 videos in this series, but we will be continuing it. And this round I have some like really specific tropes since I've already done some of like the more popular ones like friends to lovers, enemies to lovers. So this one is kind of specific. Some videos that you guys can look forward to. I have a video coming up where I recommend romances that have a hero who is a virgin. I have an age gap romance recommendation video coming up. I've already done age gap before, but this one is just age gap where the heroine is older. So yeah, I have like more specific tropes this round, but it's still a lot of fun and I'm excited to share it with you. So that's going to be the first week. So February 1st to February 7th. Hopefully, if I get all the pre-filming done on time. And then from February 8th to February 14th, the second week, I will be doing reading vlogs. And I know that sounds weird to post back-to-back reading vlogs, but I really wanted to do a video where I read some of my favorite booktubers' favorites. But I have a lot of favorite booktubers, and I also wanted to read more than just one of their favorite books. So I realized I couldn't fit that all into one video. So I picked like 7 booktubers that are absolute my favorites. I have so many more, but I just picked 7 for this round. I decided to read like 2 or 3 of their favorite books. So each day for the second week of February, you will be getting back-to-back reading vlogs, and I will be reading some of my favorite booktubers' favorites. I've already pre-filmed some of those reading vlogs and it was so much fun. I am over the moon excited. I have the hiccups right now. I don't want to like spoil it and like tell you all of the booktubers that I picked, but just some I will tell you. The very first reading vlog that you're probably going to see is where I read Avery's favorite books from Ava's romance books. I love Avery and it was so much fun reading her favorites. And then I also read Jen's favorites from the book Refuge. She reads like a lot of mafia romances and dark romances, so I do have a video where I read some of her absolute like all-time favorites. So you'll see who else I picked throughout the video, but that's kind of what you can look forward to on my channel. So 2 weeks of videos. The first week is going to be trope week. The second book is going to be reading vlogs where I read booktubers' favorite books. Cool? Cool? Awesome. So that's my announcement, and now I'm just gonna chat with you guys for a little bit if that's all right with you. Somebody asked me the other day why I don't do wrap-up videos, and it's because I talk a lot. I just talk a lot, and wrap-up videos are exhausting to remember the plot and the characters and like everything, and I go through a lot of reading slumps, so maybe 1 month I'll literally only read like 2-3 books because I was in a reading slump, and then another month I'll read like 30 books, and like who wants to sit in a video where I talk about 30 books back to back? I don't want to film that. I don't want to edit that. Do you want to see that? No, probably not. Like, oh my gosh, they're exhausting, okay? Recommendation videos are exhausting enough, but I cannot film wrap-ups. I can't. I try and I fail. So I just like to randomly pop in and talk about recent reads that I like, and that's how it is. Hey guys, I have a really random book that I read, and I loved it so much, and I just need everyone to read it, and that is Good Deeds by Catherine Moon. Ignore the cover. It's not a good cover, we know this, but this is an AI romance. An AI romance. A robot romance. Guys, did we know this was a thing? I didn't know this was a thing. Catherine Moon is one of my favorite authors, and I have really dedicated my life to reading all of her books. I have. Eventually, I will film a Catherine Moon video where I talk about all her books, because I've literally read all of them. But we're just going to talk about this one right now. So this one follows our heroine. Oh, by the way, it's reverse harem. You know I love that shit too. It follows our heroine who is kind of like a scavenger. She basically gets hired to find missing robotic pieces and like find, I don't know, electronics. She basically like travels the galaxy finding things and reselling them. So she ends up on this planet, and she is kind of human, but also kind of not. She ends up going onto this planet, and she ends up going into heat. And if you don't know what heat is, it's basically like when our character goes through a period of time that they need sexual intimacy and connections like that. So she goes into this uncontrollable heat and doesn't really have anyone to help her, and she doesn't want to be mated. Knows that if she goes into heat, she will end up getting mated. She actually lands on like this pleasure planet that has a lot of like Bordeaux's and robots that you can hire for pleasure, basically. So she ends up finding this broken down Bordeaux with a bunch of robots to kind of get her through her heat, and yeah, it follows their romance, her and a bunch of robots. And I know that sounds bizarre, but it is amazing. It is so freaking good. The robots really lean into their humanity and really become unique characters in their own way, and they all like absolutely adore our heroine. Our heroine is so badass. It also has kind of like a side plot in the background that women on this planet are going missing, and our heroine is kind of involved in that and gets involved in that. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I never thought I would ever love like a fucking robot romance, but hello. Catherine Moon, man. Catherine freaking Moon. Another book that I read was Witching Moon by Poppy Woods. This is a novella on Kindle Unlimited. It takes place around Halloween time, but you don't have to read it during the Halloween season. You don't need to. So it follows our heroine who is a witch, and she belongs in this family that's like really powerful. Her dad is powerful. Her mom is powerful. Her sister is powerful. But guess what? Homegirl really isn't that powerful. She doesn't have that much magic. She's practically human, and she's kind of like the black sheep of her family. So she ends up doing a spell incorrectly and accidentally summons the moon. The moon! Like an embodiment of the moon, who is like this beautiful, wonderful, celestial goddess. And it follows their romance. A witch and the moon. Like, it is so bizarre, and I loved it. The sapphic romance, so our heroine falls in love with the moon, who is a female, and I just thought this one was really interesting. There is a side plot in this book as well, where there are people in the town who are doing dark magic, and they really want to trap celestial beings and drain them of their power. So our heroine has to actually protect the moon since she summoned her. Her name is Luna, I think. I think her name is Luna. Luna means moon, right? Yeah. This one was actually good. I give it 3 stars only because it moved really fast and it was very predictable. Like, it was really easy to tell who the villain was in this book. So it wasn't my favorite novella, but it's still a really good one, and it's a pretty short one, so you could just read it and it's a fun time. All right, the next one that I read, these are honestly so random. It's a bunch of random books that I read. Okay, Omegaverse, guys, I'm still not fucking over it. I'm not over it. I love Omegaverse. It has me in a chokehold. If you don't know what Omegaverse is, I do have some videos on it because I'm obsessed with it. It's basically very similar to like werewolf shifter romances, where there's alphas and omegas and mating and bonding, but Omegaverse is like intense. It's like that, but more. That, but fancy. Well, I actually read many of those, so let me just talk about random ones. I read a novella that's on Kindle Unlimited, and it is called Online Heat by Hannah Hayes. I read some Hannah Hayes books and I was just underwhelmed by them, so I decided to give her another chance. This one takes place in the pandemic. Yeah, it's like a recent book that takes place in the pandemic, and I refused to read any pandemic book because I don't want to read about that shit. It's quite awful. Like, it's awful. I don't want to read about it. I don't want to romanticize it, but this one intrigued me. So it follows basically our heroine. She's in the pandemic, she lives alone, and she has to deal with her heats alone. And really the only human contact that she has is her job. She goes through a bunch of Zoom calls and works at home, and she does a bunch of Zoom calls with her boss, who is an alpha and is insanely attractive. And in the midst of all of this, she goes through a heat alone, which can be quite painful for an omega if they don't have an alpha to help them. So she ends up calling her boss and he helps her like out over the phone. Oh my god, this one was so funny. Like, yeah, so basically they just have like phone sex and like have Zoom calls, and yeah, they do meet in person. There is a part where they meet in person. It's a little bit of an office romance. It was interesting. I don't know. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. That's what I read. Some of the more random, unique books I've read recently that I haven't really heard anyone talk about, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit more of a chatty, chill one, but I'm just really excited for the videos to come this next week and the week after. If you guys are excited, I don't know, thumbs up. Anyways, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.